what a strong 90s intro.
I know, good. I'm so enjoying that. So we just need like animations or something going on. We're just like us running around.
Yes.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hi, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, it's Frankenstein Day, right?
Is it really?
Yes, they're celebrating Frankenstein. You're on the road in Atlanta.
I am.
I feel like if you being out there, you're learning new things, you're discovering new things, and you're building skills.
One of the most important things that I've been able to do through my vast number of years is to learn more skills. I feel like learning and gaining knowledge is one of the most important things we can do as human beings. And that's why I'm so elated that we have partnered with Skillshare.
I love it, man. And what is Skillshare?
In fact, Skillshare is where teachers, icons, experts, industry rock stars, they're excited to share their experience. And it's wonderful because you actually gain that wisdom and trusted tools from the people who actually do the thing. So you're getting real life world knowledge, which is so important. It offers more than 41,000 courses, or as they say, classes, depending on which word you prefer, and 8 million users. It's one of the most popular online learning platforms, and it focuses on classes for creative professionals and entrepreneurs. It's focused on creative workers.
You know what? I love that. And, you know, the type of creative workers that it is designers, chefs, artists, also entrepreneurs like marketers, SEO, and more. And it's great for freelancers and small businesses. They're the ones that are going to benefit from Skillshare the most, I think.
True.
You know, its platform is for personal growth, and that's what it's all about. And some of its classes are short and sweet, around 10 minutes, whereas others run for longer hours, even can go up to about 50 short videos. All its classes have assignments and encourage its learners to share their projects and learning along the way, and it encourages engagement with the Skillshare community.
Which is fantastic because through community is how we learn the most. I mean, honestly, that's how I've learned so much. And being someone who is one of those entrepreneurs or one of those creative professionals, and I say this,
I put it in air quotes. That's what we do.
Yeah. But I'm those things in air quotes. You are actually those
things.
So
you do this too. Give yourself the credit.
You take all the credit, bro. I'm just happy to hang out.
No. We're partners, buddies. But you know, you are right.
Through Skillshare, we are successfully pushing ourselves forward, engaging with a massive community, and hopefully bringing some of our knowledge to other people while we're learning something from everyone else.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. And normally I just don't. But I'm also going to say, I am just going to say this one thing, that if you guys are interested in Skillshare, product we use, we really appreciate. Go check out the affiliate link down below, or on thescenesnobs.com, our Linktree, wherever our links are. So
whatever feels good.
But now I think it's time to start that show.
Feels right.
Welcome to the Scene Snobs Podcast.
What's up? Woo! Happy Frankenstein Day, everyone.
Happy Frankenstein Day.
Let's do the Frank. I love that you Frankenstein that and kicked the camera as you did it.
Yep.
It was the perfect Frankenstein thing. Like the guy who just walks into the wall and it shakes.
You never know.
You mean me?
I'm pretty sure it was Frankenstein Day.
He's the doctor. He's not the monster.
Fair enough. This is very true. Who, by the way, speaking of your favorite Frankenstein Day, who's your favorite doctor?
Like out of Doctor Who or just doctors
Frankenstein. In general? No, only Frankenstein. We're sticking with the Frankenstein for the layman.
That is a great question. I've never thought of before.
There's been 7 now.
My favorite Victor Frankenstein. I'll tell you what. I'm going to throw a curveball, and I'm going to go with Wilder from Young Frankenstein.
I love it. It's a really strong move.
He's not the Victor Frankenstein that we know. He's his grandson.
He's not the one we needed. He's the one who just kind of fell there.
He came about later.
It happened.
But I will say, because I think as much as I love the 32, I love a lot of them. Brano was great. Everybody was really great in it.
Brano's my favorite. Hands down.
Brana is a great pick. And I kind of knew that's where it was going to go because you're a Brana cuck.
Oh, I'm Brana all day. Brana cuck for champ.
No,
Brana
hey,
cuck
there's
for
no,
life.
no arguments on that one.
No, because Brana brought to screen the entirety of Victor Frankenstein. He brought the entirety of, I can do this. You all are mocking me, so screw you. I'm gonna do this. Mm-hmm. And then he brought the radicalization that was required to be Victor Frankenstein. And then on top of that, he brought the sorrow and dismay for I screwed up so bad.
I loved it. You're right.
It was amazing.
I might have to change my pick.
No. Because
like
if you had chosen Brana, I was going to choose Wilder because Wilder deserves it as well.
They're really good, and there's so many good ones. Don't get me wrong, but Brana, I do love his, like you said, the sorrowful. He played sympathy so well in that. Like you do feel bad for him in the end
because he felt bad for what he had done. He felt bad for his creation, and he's the only one who truly gave me that form of earnest. Like I really fucked up here. And that was magnificent.
And Wilder's played it funny, which I always love. I always appreciate a good, funny version of horror.
Well, Madeline Kahn was the worst version of Madeline Kahn in that movie, which is why I love her so much. She was such a cunt. See you next Tuesday, man. It was great.
Hands down, my favorite comedian ever. Madeline Kahn is. I've never seen her in something and thought, oh, she didn't really do that well and funny in it. Even if the movie she's in wasn't that funny, she brought let's say a movie that she's in was like maybe a 2 in comedy. If she's in it, every scene she's in is a fucking 11.
Oh, hands down.
That
was the joy that she brought. Well, she had timing, bro. Like you said, her timing was impeccable. There was no one who is better with her timing. And as far as I'm concerned, Catherine O'Hara just took what Madeline Kahn did and made it and just brought it to Schitt's Creek. She didn't make it better.
Yeah.
She just brought what Madeline Kahn did to Schitt's Creek, and it was brilliant. It was beautiful.
Well, but Catherine O'Hara, and I'm glad we're getting into this because Catherine O'Hara, even in her subtle days, like when she's playing on Home Alone, a lot of people just, I beg you to watch that movie, and whenever she's on the screen, just watch her facial reactions. They are perfect. When he's telling that story of leaving his son at the funeral home and everything, and when he's offering his flute to her and such, and just every reaction she has is impeccable comedy. And everything she's been in. And I just actually watched an old Whose Line Is This Anyway, where she was guest starring.
Oh, wow. That must have been fantastic.
She was great in it.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, she's so up wonderful there. When it comes to comedian, she's up there.
She's got to be in your top 3, like of all time, no matter what. Like, I mean,
there's
honestly, there are tons. But for what? Wait, are we talking about Madeline Kahn or Catherine O'Hara?
Madeline Kahn's my number 1 with a
Madeline Kahn is top 3 all day. Catherine O'Hara, I'll give top 5. I will add that there's a couple more who might shift her out, but she's never out of anyone's top 10. She's out of your top 10. No, rewatch every movie she's ever done.
Top 5 is a good set. I would say top 5.
Top 5.
We got so many, dude. I'm not used to this many comments this early.
This is a lot of comments. Like, what is going on?
Let's say hey to everybody. Hey, what's up, Radar? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Radar?
Kathleen says Tuesday. Crap, it's 9 p.m. already. My kid should be in bed.
That's okay. My child should always be in bed, and yet she stays awake until 11 mysteriously.
My kids are up. I know that. They've learned. I have talked to them. And they've known for years now, like when I do this show, you got to be quiet. So they'll read or they'll just sit off and play with toys, but they know they got to be quiet, except when I'm doing it during the day. If the sun is out, like the other day I was doing a review and Jack just walked in and then he walked over to the camera and he sat with me and in a live review. On a live review, he sits on my lap and I'm like, hey, say hi to everybody. Okay. He says hi. And he doesn't say hi. He's just waves. And I was like, okay, go find mommy. Get out of here, kid. And so he walks to the door. He's like, I didn't say hi. And I'm like, you got to go.
Bro, sun's out, fun's out. I get it.
Sun's out, fun's out. That was a good one. Liz is here. Glad to see Mick looking like he's feeling better. I am feeling better. I'm only struggling with diabetes right now. But I will tell you what.
diabetes.
No, it's
goal line diabetes.
It's goal line diabetes. We
goal line.
We can't just say some anymore. They've explained it
goal
to me. But I will say this and I'm not. I'll even put it up just to say it. But shameless plug.
We're doing it.
Noom has been working great for me. I'm down to last I checked 497.
Yep. Still doing well.
Started at 535. Now I'm down to 497, and I started like working out this week, lifting. Like I just did the kettlebell for a little. Every morning I'll go out there for about 20 minutes or so and lift, and I've been feeling pretty good. And so I move around more during the day. So
good, man. Well, as you should. And thank you, Noom, and thank you for anything that's getting you back to that point, bro. That's very exciting, and I hope that we can start working out eventually too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We gotta. Chris is here. What's up, Chris? What's up, guys? Glad to be able to join you all tonight. We're glad to have you, man.
Always happy to see you.
I still gotta get Chris's info though, because he won this this month's monthly prize giveaway for Patreon.
Maybe Chris just wants to remain a mystery.
That's true.
Like Chris
I'm
Harris.
Gonna send you a digital prize.
Yeah. Here's an NFT.
And it's just a picture that says NFT on it.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll sell it for like billions, and then he'll fund the whole operation.
Just put a little SS over top of it because they'll know Scene Snobs. No one thinks anything other than Scene Snobs when they see SS.
I'm not doing that. Oh my God, I'm glad you said that, because early on, when I was making my own logos before we went to Justin Lago, who is one of the best, and we absolutely love him.
Brilliant. Love Justin Lago. That's not a shameless plug. That is a straight up plug. People, if you want work done, go to Justin Lago, period.
Yeah, Justin's great. Justin's going to be working on some more projects for us very soon. But
naked, by the way, that costs more. But
he has to do it.
Yeah, it has to.
But when I was doing them, and they were like very early on in the very early days, because I feel like my graphic design has gotten better. Like,
absolutely. Well, I mean, using Skillshare helped you.
Yes, I created this, and I created a few other things, and like I feel like they've gotten better. But like Justin's on a
Justin's all the way through, yeah, and through the roof.
Yeah, he's fantastic, and so. Early on, I was like, so it's Scene Snobs. What am I going to do? Blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll do like SS with a lightning, but no, I didn't. No, never a lightning bolt. There's never a lightning bolt.
You did not think SS with lightning bolts was a good fucking idea. Please,
never a lightning bolt.
Love of heaven, tell me you did not think that was a great idea.
No. I did think about putting SS.
Valid.
And I was like, what am I doing? I'm like, no.
Nope.
That's
so
not
how we
bad.
roll. Nope. It's got to be SC.
Ruin everything.
It's got to be SCSN.
I can't, because like I had like a cool, but it wasn't like a zigzag SS like the idiots. It was like an S, and then the second S looked like it was hanging from that S, and I'm like, this is opening up doors I don't want to open.
Yeah, exactly. Because the simple fact is, we don't support any ideals like that. Now, maybe we could bring SS and make it our thing. The problem is, I don't feel like we have enough followers yet to have that kind of influence or power.
I've changed it though. We are TSS.
Ooh, TIS.
Yes. So it's always going to be TSS because it's the Scene Snobs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, like, if you see on our merch with the what's the strongest ship in the fleet shirt
TSS.
Or mug, TSS friendship.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I'm glad you went that route. It was probably the smartest thing ever.
Yeah, I was not messing around. The SS thing I learned real early.
Well, I mean, SS would work if it was just a ship denomination. Technically, you can do that.
That's true.
It's called the Sovereign Seas. It's not even a joke. That's the Sovereign Seas, and then whatever the ship name is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
all right.
But we're going to stick with TSS because that's the Scene Snobs.
Well, no, it still works because we're part of the Friendly Seas.
Ooh,
there you go. Boom.
Yeah,
Thank you. Liz is sympathetic towards Kathleen, saying, "Oh no, it happens. It does."
Yeah, babies stay awake. Sometimes you try to fight them.
The chicken is here.
They win. The problem is, man, you try to fight babies. Babies always win. It's horse shit. Because you're like, I'm going to body slam this kid. I'm going to give him a mankind choke slam. And then all of a sudden you get in there and they're like, gah, gah. And you're like, yeah, I love you too. I'll do whatever you want. You want me to spend 17 hours just staying awake and making sure you're breathing and feed you? Sure.
Nah, man, you got to kick the crib and then run.
You want to piss your wife off? Sure. I'm sure that happens. That's a brilliant idea. What a great
if you
way.
built it strong enough, it's not going to fall over.
Oh, it's not going to fall over, but it's going to wake the child. And that's all you need to do to piss anyone off.
Chicken, what's up? We got to get him on Real Combat.
Yeah, we do.
Liz says, hey, everyone. Ron, I'm here and I'm snobby.
Ron Lippett. Holy crap. I am so excited to see Ron and Stu in the building right now because Ron Lippett's one of my favorite human beings on earth. One of the funniest men I know, one of the coolest guys I know. And anytime I'm on his show, he's never on. So I'm pretty sure he's avoiding me. So I think.
So maybe that's the thing. Because last time I was on the show, it was only Ron and Jeff, and I'm like, oh, maybe they just wanted me to themselves.
They just like you. I just get asked when there's no one to fill a spot because Ron's gone, and Ron's like, you can only ask Casey to fill in when I'm gone. That's Ron's whole spiel.
Oh, Ron loves us.
Well, I mean, I love Ron. I just want to cuddle with him, but uncomfortably and then comfortably and then uncomfortably again.
And here he goes. So Radar says, will Skillshare teach me how to get an awesome shirt like the one Casey is wearing? Though That's a Haunters for Hate.
Haunters for Hate right there. Now, Haunters Against Hate is a little ditty that's put on by our friend Paul Lanner. Mm-hmm. And it's done. The second annual one was about 3 weeks ago in Kentucky. Yeah, so Lexington, get ready for the Lexington, Kentucky. Get ready for the third annual one. We are super excited and love supporting Paul and love supporting anyone who is against hate, because hate is the only true thing to fear in this world.
I hate people who hate.
Oh, man, I hate the shit out of people who hate, man. People who hate and go suck an egg.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, yeah, brother.
That hate boils me up. It just boils me up. It gets me all hot.
The hate makes me think about Miss Elizabeth and anyone who's disrespected me.
I look like Hulk Hogan if he got off the cocaine early.
I look like Randy Savage if he did more cocaine and less steroids. Like if it was
R.I.P. Savage. R.I.P. Oh man. Ron says I need Skillshare on how to deal with my mother-in-law. We'll offer a Patreon class on how to deal with your mother-in-law. And yes, kicking a crib is involved.
Yeah, no, 100%. And not to mention, since I don't have a mother-in-law, I will actually be the teacher.
Like Kathleen says, Ron, I thought the mafia would teach you that, not Skillshare. Maybe.
Well, that's different, and it also involves sleeping with fishes. So,
are you saying all the mafia is from New Jersey? Mm-mm. You know who else is from New Jersey?
You?
I just wanted to ruin your night again.
Yeah,
Jar Jar Martin. I cut that clip tonight to put that out there just because you were so bothered by it. It was fantastic.
I really struggle with that. Like I really struggle that fucking guy is from Jersey.
Yep. My neck of the woods too.
Ugh.
Chicken says there's a lot you can learn. Hell yeah. The
Skillshare, yeah. And the mafia.
My mom and Mill are actually at a stage production of Young Frankenstein. That's awesome.
That's radical.
Come on, Gene Wilder, a must. Yep.
Valid.
Certainly, you take the Brood, and I'll take the one in the turban. Yes. I'd like a moment of silence for Robert De Niro playing the monster and Kenneth Branagh. Yeah, that's the thing.
Totally
I think
fine.
He wasn't. Not against Branagh. I'm sorry. I like Robert De Niro a lot, but he has his limitations.
It's playing a monster who doesn't speak and is trying to figure their way out in the world like a newborn baby.
Yeah, I said he has his limitations.
Directed by Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of another actor that, you know who should have been? Jeremy Irons.
Sean Ashmore? I don't know.
You don't think Jeremy Irons against Kenneth Branagh playing the monster would have been good?
No, Jeremy Irons would have been fine. I would have preferred someone larger.
That makes sense too.
Yeah. I can't do someone that size. Part of the problem came because of De Niro's size, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. He wasn't as imposing.
He's not. And part of the monster has to be imposing. I will give you there was a weakness in his monster. I will not give you that he acted poorly in that role as the monster. I disagree.
Tell yourself your lies.
I do every day. I constantly say I'm attractive. Come on.
Oh, be nice. Skillshare told you that you are beautiful.
No, they didn't. That is not something Skillshare said. They said I was smart, and they were lying.
I don't know what Schnitzengruben is.
Schnitzengruben, baby, please. 4 Schnitzengruben is my limit.
Ron Levin says that. I don't know what it means.
It's a Blazing Saddles reference.
Oh, man, I haven't seen that in so long.
When the sheriff is bailing out because she's all like, why are you leaving me? Don't go. I'll do anything. Have more Schnitzengruben, baby, please.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. It's so funny. Too.
That line is trapped in my head because Madeline Kahn's production and the work she does in that role, I'm so tired. The fact
Such a good one.
She's a whore singing a song about how she's tired of dudes just humping her is phenomenal. I'm telling you, that's an 11, man. She's perfect. Stacy's here. Hey, Stacy. Stacy.
What's your A1C mix? 7. Yeah. 7 was the number.
I always see A1C and go Airman First Class. No.
My beautiful wife quoting the Good Doctor. Mm-hmm. I give you the air from my lungs. John Sears, what's up, John? Holy crap, we have so many. Howdy,
chaps. It's all these beautiful people who decided to spend time with us. I don't know why, but I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
I love it. You're making up for our serious lack of topics.
Hey, I have an incredible topic.
Actually, yeah, you do, and I got a funny story for you. Howdy, chaps. My phone. Let's rush through because I want to tell you my funny story.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Howdy, chaps. My phone corrected to chaos instead of chaps. If that tells you how my day has gone, John, we love you, and we hope your day gets better.
Hey, brother. Chaos is cool.
That's true. Justin Lago did the Kimball's Cookies logo too. Yeah, her logo is turned out fantastic. Wait, isn't the point not to have the power? I always have the power.
No, we have to have the power. Slipknot S. I don't know what that means, but I dig it. And it's.
Are we on to Woodstock 99?
Oh, yeah, we're cruising back.
I don't know if they're there. I'll send you a message when you get off, Mick.
Yeah, it takes him 45 minutes to masturbate, so he'll figure it out.
You're not wrong. The snobs of house snobbery. Everybody's so in tonight, and I love it.
Well, we're like Gryffindor, but fucking cooler, Ron.
I'm fucking Hufflepuff. Look at me. I'm jocular, and my belly like rumbles when I laugh. I'm a definite Hufflepuff.
I'm Ravenclaw, honestly, because I'm not
a geek.
I'm boring and I write. So,
if you wake the child, you're responsible for putting him back to sleep.
Sure. Hey, you put her right next to me. He's gonna do the chokehold while I go
sleeper hold.
Good night.
Hey, child, do you know who Brutus the Barber Beefcake is?
Or I start going, good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
No. Stop singing the songs that will get me sued.
It's not going to get us sued. It's 3 Men and a Baby, bro. Way to miss the mark.
It's still a song. It's still a famous song.
Is it, though? That's got to be out of public domain. It's got to be in public domain.
It is not. 75 years.
I'm pretty sure it was made in the 30s.
Winnie the Pooh just became public domain. Don't even give me that.
Yeah, it did. That's what she said.
Mike, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining in. Sturdy's here. What's up, buddy? Ron Lippett says, I don't like Mick losing weight. I want more of him to love.
Ron,
my head will still be gigantic.
Oh, it will. And I want more years to love Mick. So we're at an impasse.
Yeah, it's like you kind of got to shuffle around with that one. Hate times 8.
Woohoo!
Although CRP maintains a hell of an LPP love per pound ratio.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll take that.
I don't like all these compliments. Kathleen, I know your mother-in-law, and yeah, the mafia might come in handy.
Wait, but he says mother-in-law.
That's so his mother.
Referring to his mother.
I don't know the woman.
Good luck with all that. Hi, Radar.
Okay, everyone. I have to run, but give my 2 cents. That disability faking piece of shit, Grandpa Joe, is worse than Jenny.
Agreed.
Oh, I can't get out of bed and do anything. Oh, she slept with a mentally challenged person.
Yeah.
And then used him for all of his. Oh, I can't. Yeah. I don't know. This is going to be a debate.
There's a lot of problems there.
Yeah, it was timely comments, regarding the NFT. Oh,
yeah. Now you get it.
I'm far behind. You got to explain things.
That's okay.
7.
You're like Candlebox, far behind. Oh,
7 isn't
zing.
that bad, brother. I was a 9.7 back in the day. Oh, man. Well,
Yo.
hopefully it's a better number now.
Seriously, Chris, man. Hope you're fucking crushing that number, man, and I hope you're better, bro.
But I am working on it.
Yeah, he is, because I'm forcing him to.
That's true. Is it rude if I plug my channel? No.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Plug your shit, chick.
Put it up, and I'll put it on the thing, and I'll leave
That's
it up
what
there
we
for
do.
a few minutes while we talk, so people can see it. And Mike, fellow Full Sail alum, I'm sorry.
Full Sail.
I'm so sorry for you.
Well,
No,
it's like
it's a good school.
Instead of
It's
a
a great
half sale, it's a full sale. It's a boner reference, isn't it?
It's a great school. The thing, like the business side of the school sucks, but like the teachers and everything else, they teach you a lot. You learn a lot. I did enjoy my time there.
The fuck are you talking about? So this whole thing wasn't a boner reference?
No. Michael,
So
what year did you graduate?
you're saying every time you mentioned going to Full Sail, it wasn't about your dick.
No. It's a real thing. What year did you graduate, man? Years before me, I see, but so I graduated in March of 2008. We were the first class to be Full Sail University. Before then, it was called Real World Full Sail. It's called Full Sail Real World Education, which I loved. And that's one of the things that like led me to it. And then they started making these weird hats that said FS and then like university to make it sound like FSU. Oh, dude, 97. You are like the legit man back in the day.
So this whole thing is not a boner reference in any way.
No,
this is a college you went to.
Yeah,
and got a degree from.
I have a bachelor's degree. A bachelor's of science. Yeah. Think that.
Bro, I feel like my entire life is a lie and everything's different and wrong, upside down. I'm introverted now.
Listen, all I'm saying is it was a good school and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and
fair enough.
Michael enjoyed it too.
Yeah, apparently now everyone who I knew who went to Full Sail, I have to apologize for all the boner references I tried to make towards them.
Yeah, I never understood that. Now I do. I thought you knew I wasn't kidding.
No, I always thought it was a joke.
Really?
14 years, man. Thought it was a big fucking joke.
You thought Full Sail was a joke?
I thought you were legitimately bartending and trying to make movies at that time, and Full Sail was just you humping people.
No.
You're like, when I went to the back lot and when I worked on a movie. Yeah, I thought that was...
Yeah, Mike, man, congratulations. 25 years at Walt Disney World. That's awesome, man. No, it's a real school. I feel like Chicken asking to have his channel plug sounds dirty. Is it Thursday or... No.
Oh.
Chicken's got...
Don't worry. Ron, in that scenario, we can totally plug some channels, if you know what I'm saying. The Suez Canal, whatever channel you're looking at.
Well, we'll plug it. Mike, put it up too, and we'll plug it for you, man. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Mike's up there. He's up there with us, man.
Yes, sir.
See, I feel a little bit better because Mike blows me out of the water with going to Full Sail.
With it not being a boner joke?
It's not a boner.
Yeah, I know. I'm still blown away by this. I'm going to need a while. All right.
Channel plugging the chicken with Full Sail. My brain has gone strange places.
See,
yeah, we have thrown a lot of you guys.
This is where John and I get
There you go. We Be Geeks, Mighty Marvel Geeks, and Wookiee Radio. Guys,
Ooh.
If you don't know them, we have had a chance to check them out because they were part of the Snobby Awards this year.
They were.
I believe they won. I don't remember because we didn't do the tallies. I don't remember.
I didn't. Yeah, we had no touches on that. We're not touching it again next year.
We just accepted the emails and then
so next year we're going to be doing the same thing, just so everyone's aware. When we do the Snobby Awards, it's something that means a lot to us, and it's so exciting for us to be able to bring other independent podcasts to the forefront. So when we're doing the Snobbies and the amount of work that Mick puts in, and also the amount of work that our judges who volunteer their time to listen to shows put in, it means the world, because all it is anyone and everyone who is an unfunded independent podcast. And I don't mean unfunded like you can't have sponsors. I mean unfunded like you're not with Earwolf. You're not with one of the main stations who pay you to be on. We're talking about straight up, you do this for the love. You do this because you enjoy podcasting. You do this as a fan of podcasts. We are always super excited to be able to bring that to you, and it means the world to us to be able to recognize some of these phenomenal podcasts. So we are just representatives of podcasts. We are not We don't judge, we don't choose, no selection, nothing.
That's why we were this year. Not the first year. I didn't tell anything. Casey didn't either. But we were very much involved in dividing everything up.
Right.
That's why the second year we were able to be in it. This next year, hopefully, we won't be able to be in it because we will be paid by some of these people.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But go check out Michael's shows. They are pretty awesome because I do listen to them. I just don't judge on them. Because I want to hear everybody's like shows. Like
same. I always want to, because I get introduced to new shows constantly through this. It's one of the coolest parts of this is being able to find new people who I dig. I mean, finding new shows and finding all these fantastic human beings who have other points of view and stories to tell, or wacky ideas, or like put the effort into putting a phenomenally well scripted show, which this is not. So it's always nice to see what that's like.
I script a lot of things. We just never get to it.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I had stories to tell. I put them down. They're right here.
Yeah, we're only 31 minutes into the show. So, I mean, we'll get to them eventually. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, let's go to them now.
No, let's keep running through the comments.
I got a funny story. I have a funny story.
Okay.
So I'm watching
Top Gun.
Fire
away with your story.
I'm watching Top Gun Maverick the other day, right, with my wife, and it's her first time watching it. It's like my third time.
Were you naked?
I had my shirt off.
Halfway
there. It's not a good idea to watch. It is not a good idea for me to watch anything with my shirt off with my wife when Miles Teller looks the way he does in that movie.
Why? She can just look at you and go, meow. You're semi-Miles.
You're sweet. You're very sweet, Casey. But at that moment, when I'm sitting there next to her and I don't have my shirt on and we're watching it and it like a Cheeto dust all over me, and I look at her and I realize in her stunned face that she realizes at that moment that I'm no fighter pilot. I'm just flying to get up. Like that's it. That's my biggest try is just trying to get off the floor.
Hey, that's the shitty part about Top Gun. They don't explain to you that in the Navy and Air Force, there are heavy pilots too.
Yeah, but not this heavy. Like this
just because you're a cargo carrier, bro. The fact that some people drop bombs and you could move an entire platoon, I think that's pretty solid. All right, you're a military unit mover. That's who and what you are. You have the strength and power to do that with incredible lift. You just move slowly.
I don't know if you know this, but when I was a kid, I wanted to be a pilot.
Nice.
Until like I got too big, like, and I'm talking tall.
No, tall, bro.
Like
you couldn't.
Everybody. Like I remember in high school, my guidance counselor, pretty much like, nah, bro, it's gonna happen for you.
Same thing, man. My eyes. So believe me, I wanted to be a pilot. I don't have the eyes for it. You wanted to be a pilot, and you're 6'8", and 6'4" is the waiver height. So,
yeah, that sucks. I can't even.
That's okay.
Like. In a 2-person passenger plane, I don't even think I could get into it.
Sure, you could. You can see it, and you could. You could have hold your way in there. Yeah,
under the wing. All of a sudden, it's just like we're going down.
How shitty would that be if they're like, "Sir, we have a special seat for you. You need to follow us, please."
They open up the back door and push me out. It's like the worst episode of Wings ever.
Oh my god, it'd be amazing. Lowell, how come the plane keeps falling? Well, you got to kick out either 5 passengers or Mick.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. Oh, I was laying in bed. So when we're in bed, right? My wife, we have Alexas in all the rooms and such. And by the way, just to add to this story, we buy them on Prime Day, so they're nice and cheap.
Oh,
but we have Alexas in all the rooms. So, but my wife likes to listen to box fan sounds at night. You know, it like makes her feel, you know, she likes that sound. So one night we're sitting there and she goes, Alexa, play box fan sounds. And Alexa tried to upsell us on box fan sounds to a premium channel. What? And we're like, for $4.99 a month. And I'm like, I'm about to get bougie up in this shit because what does a box fan sound like? $4.99 a month. We already get the free one.
Is it Adele singing through a box fan? Like, what's the addition that you get in the box fan sound? This is someone just going, I'm your father. And they just keep doing that. Like, what is this?
It's like a little kid.
Exactly. I mean, I do it every time. Little kid, fuck that. I still do it. If there's a fan around, I'm talking through one end because I want to hear me on the other end.
I was so annoyed with her because we have a fan in the room because I run hot. And so we have a fan in the room. And I'm like, listen to that. Why are you listening to Alexa? That's an electric bill. That's an electric bill right there.
I'm listening to an electric bill increase while not actually getting the effect of said fan. So now I'm pissed because I'm just hearing a fan. My wife is like
going bougie on me and like up into that premium stuff. And it's just, nah, son. Like, is it a solid gold fan that we're listening to right now?
I'm sorry. So you're telling me that the $4.99 a month is now paid?
No. We didn't do it. And I'm joking about my wife because she was immediately like, "Why would I need to buy it? It's playing."
I was gonna say that doesn't sound like your wife, so I was wondering if she was drunk.
Listen, my wife is sensible. She can spend money, but she is sensible. And
your wife is incredibly intelligent, badass, and has taught me so very many things about how to just generally live life. So the idea of $4.99 for a box sound, wow, $4.99 for a box fan sound, there it is. Sounds absurd. I mean, that's insane. I feel like if I told her I did that, she would have punched me in the mouth. Like, she would do it.
I like that you said all those things about my wife because I like to remind her that we both have bachelor's of science degrees.
Yeah.
Her from George Mason University and me from Full Sail University. But that doesn't negate the fact that it's the same degree. Don't look at me.
Seriously, it's not a boner joke.
It's not a boner joke. Did you really think it was a boner joke?
It's got to be a boner joke, bro.
All right. Let's get to your trip. They do
midget wrestling at Full Sail? That's a thing, right?
No. I mean,
they don't teach midget wrestling.
It's Florida. They don't teach it, but there's plenty of places you can go for it.
And Full Sail is not a place where you learn it.
No. Full Sail is legit. Full Sail is a real place. Yes. And you know what? We're going to Florida. I got to show it to you. You're not going to believe me. Scene Snobs road trip. We're going to Florida. You're close. You're in Atlanta.
I'm right there, bro. I'm so right next to it right now as we speak. This is not, in fact, a hotel room.
I love this. Ron goes, what does it say about me that I enjoy commenting on your podcast than I actually do podcasting? TSS. Love you, Ron.
Ron, man, you are the fucking sweetest human being, and that's why I want to be on the show with you. God
Ron,
damn
it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be on your show with you. That's Crossing the Streams Wednesday nights at 9:30.
There it is. With Jeff Dwoskin.
Yeah, you gotta go over to
Bob the Suit Phillips and Sal D'Amelio. I love those guys, man. And Howard Rosner, they're awesome, man. What a fucking group of slam bang badasses.
Sometimes their guests suck. Usually when Ron's not there, the guest sucks.
Yeah, especially when like some of the guests, some of the guests suck, all right? Just some of them. All right.
No, I kid. But you did say that you were close to Disney, and that's because you're in Atlanta, and you took a train. You took a train.
Bro, I took a train, not the way you think I took a train. Not the way Full Sail would put you in a train.
Stop with the Full Sail. It's a real place. It's real.
It's definitely a different kind of train.
Damn it.
It's more the choo-choo train, not the choo-choo train.
It's not a sex
different
thing. Oh, it's basically 90% guys.
Choo-choo, not screw you. There it is. That's what I wanted to say. All right. Yeah, that's the kind of train I took. Yeah. So started off in DC. It was a delight. We left around 8 p.m. It was awesome, departed, and we were in a sleeper car. My friend, allow me to explain to you the luxuries of being in a sleeper car, because the sleeper car is pretty dope because there's a bunk up top and two seats with a door that closes so you can lay the bottom flat. Nice. So someone can be upstairs, someone can be on the bottom. This is pretty nice because generally in coach, you have to deal with people next to you and you have to try to get comfortable, and it's miserable. No one ever feels good or right or positive. So that's fine and dandy. One of the best parts of this, though, is the bathroom. Yes, there's extra storage. Yes, there's lots of extra places you can go. There's still a dining car. You still have access to all the normal amenities. But the fact that there's a bathroom that are the same things as the steps you use to get up to the top bunk. There's a toilet you pull the lid up on, pisser right there. And then you put the lid down, and there's, in the steps. And then there's a sink.
Please tell me you took a shit. Please tell me you took a shit in there.
No. Okay. So there was a free car when I was walking into the diner car. There was one of the deluxe sleeper rooms where they actually have a stand-up bathroom and a shower and things that are like kind of door separated from the actual room itself. Mm-hmm. So I went into that one. And that's where I took a massive dump. Well, I just walked to it and went into it and then did the thing.
Was nobody in the deluxe room?
Oh, no one was in the deluxe room. That room was open. Well, because I wasn't going to hang out in there. Like, that'd be weird.
I would have.
Yeah. I mean, I know you would have. A lot of people would have. But I'm not that guy. But I will take a dump in that one.
So,
I mean, it's a 12-hour train ride, bro. It ain't no joke.
I do like, see, everything you explained up to the pisser and the stairs thing, was like, yeah, dude, I've seen movies. Like, I know,
but it's not what you think. Look, no, you think the sleeping car is like that. That is the deluxe sleeping car, because in the actual sleeper car, it's still tight as shit. When we were sitting in the seats, not reclined, because seats reclined. When the seats were not reclined, you're still touching knees, which for any man is uncomfortable when you touch another man's knee.
Especially because I have to man spread. It's a medical condition. I have to man spread.
Yeah, see, that would have been a problem for us. Well, actually, it would have been fine. I would have just gone up to the top bunk and hung out up there because it was radical. But there's a sink that pops down. No, not at all, because I could stick my head down and be like, hi, buddy. So, I would have been great. I would have just been inverted.
We were inverted.
Pete Mitchell, you know.
Everything comes. I still can't believe his name is Pete. That pisses me off every time I hear it. Nobody named Maverick, the coolest jet fighter pilot ever, should be named Pete. And
that's why they don't bring up his name. They mention his name twice in the first one.
They mention it all the time in the new one.
Oh, really? Why?
She calls him Pete. Jennifer Connelly's character calls him Pete all the time because that's his name. She's not going to call him Maverick. It is kind of funny, though, because it seems when she calls him Pete, it seems natural. Like, they were in a relationship. But if you go back to the first one, that teacher calls him Mav.
Right.
You're a teacher. You're calling him Mav.
She calls everyone by their call signs, though.
I still think she's the bad guy in that.
Who, Kelly McGillis?
No, you have to stop doing that once you're sleeping with him.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Without the intention of ever being with them? No, you don't. If you're just humping a dude for the summer, for the 60 days he's fucking there.
She got goose killed. Got goose killed. I've brought this up before. I know we've had this conversation.
Please elaborate. I feel like this has never happened.
It has happened.
Go back. Get goose killed?
You need to re-listen to our episodes because we did talk about this. And we've talked about the Pete thing. She is the reason Goose gets killed. It's Maverick who's put in a crazy place, and everybody blames Iceman, but Iceman is challenging him. If she wasn't there messing with his head, sleeping with a student, which she wasn't supposed to be doing, and causing him to be like ups and downs with emotions, he still would have been cool as a cucumber because he handled Ice, even when Ice wasn't doing well. He wasn't doing as well as Iceman because he was all messed up in the head from her.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you shaming her because dude couldn't keep his fucking dick in his pants?
100%. She's
that's horseshit.
No.
How in the world?
Bullshit.
No. That's bullcorn.
Switch them.
That's bullcorn all day.
Switch the genders. The genders. If it was a male teacher sleeping with a female pilot, that movie, everybody would have been like, this is fucked up. We need to watch The Accused.
Okay. Well, at the same token, it took how long for women to become fucking pilots, much less fighter pilots?
It's not,
so no.
You son of a bitch. Don't twist it on me like
you want to switch it, then switch it.
I'm not saying, but if you switch, it's like when one of these teachers sleeps with like a 13-year-old boy, and everybody's like, oh man, that's cool. And it's like, no, it's not. It's
no,
not
it's
cool.
not. It's a nightmare. It's disgusting. It's always disgusting. Anyone under the age of 18 who has sexual intercourse with anyone else who is also not under the age of 18, not fucking cool, man.
How old is Maverick in that movie?
When?
How old is Maverick in the first movie? Probably 23.
Are you shitting me? Okay, so he spent 40 years in college. He was 22. Then he had to spend another year in training. Then he had to spend another year on deck. So he's closer to 25, 26 by the time he's
still a child.
He's banging
still
bunnies.
A child. If a woman in her 40s,
21 is when you stop being a child. Okay, 21 is when to me you're officially into
your
that
mentality,
positive adulthood.
Think about all the shit you did at 25.
Think of the shit I did yesterday.
That's fair.
I'm a fucking child all the way through.
But what I'm saying is, if a person of authority comes in, it's going to mess your head up. A normal relationship would have messed with him during that type of training in that school.
Fair.
She was his teacher.
Right.
She had the authority over him. He was trying to impress her hard. And when she kept pushing him away, that's when he started getting in his head and messing up and letting Iceman get to him.
So you didn't think he was trying to impress Viper, who was the guy who was actually his fucking father's wingman back in the day? You felt that had nothing to do with it whatsoever?
No. They didn't play that angle hard enough.
Just because they didn't play it does not mean that it's not in his fucking head, Chief.
It's not in his head. Even his father's not in his head. I mean, he's kind of in his head.
It's all in his head. He became a fighter pilot because of his dad. It's the whole journey that you get on.
I love that this conversation, we went from like 20 viewers to like 3.
It makes sense. No one cares about Top Gun.
I do. I care about the stupidity of the name Pete.
We do. I mean, really, Pete's a problem.
Listen, the show is for the strong. I'm just kidding. All right. No, let's go back. Let's take a few steps back and go back to your trip. You're in Atlanta.
Oh, I am in Atlanta, by the way. Yeah, I'm here in Atlanta. So it was awesome because normally I take coach everywhere I've gone. Normally I've always been a coach flyer. This is the first time I had any kind of semi-upgrade, and it was really radical. Hey, Chris, what's up, bro? Yes.
Take coach. Yeah, right. More like Air Force One. That's true.
Valid. Yeah.
Pete's father is all in Pete's head. One of the major subplots. Nah, you're thinking A Few Good Men.
Look at the patch on his jacket, and it's
I know. I'm not saying it isn't a factor, but that type of relationship with an authority figure wasn't making it better. And she was there to make sure that the things that are going on in his head, like his father, like Iceman, all of those students are supposed to be mentally prepared to take these things on and be the best of the best.
Oh, you're a fighter pilot. You have to learn to shut it all down and be able to still function.
She was supposed to be a part of that training. So was Viper, and it was let down.
She was supposed to evaluate their training, and that is stated twice in the movie.
I get it. There was a piss poor evaluation.
If you
cannot see that there's a problem, I'm going to bed because this is fucked up. And she is one of the worst. And she's one of the worst. And I'm glad she didn't come back for the sequel.
I'm going to tell you right now, should Kelly McGillis's character, Charlie, have been fired after that? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
And prosecuted to full extent of the law for Goose's death.
Let's everybody just pump the brakes on that one. Because that was a jet wash incident. Not necessarily how that works, bro. That's
all right.
And the fact that both engines went out, really unheard
of. Not in Top Gun world.
Yes, right. You're right. In the Tog land, it's very different.
True. Michael says we are not talking Iron Eagle. No, we're never talking Iron Eagle.
Bro, Iron Eagle, you mean the greatest fucking movie ever? F-16s all day.
Stop living in the past, Casey.
Now, let's talk
about movie characters.
Which ones?
From
the past?
we need to set up the debate, man, because who is the worst movie character of all time? Is it, and these are the two that I've come down to. It's either Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka or Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Okay.
What
That's strong.
say you?
I like those two. I think I also have to, as much as I dislike Grandpa Charlie, I agree he is one of the worst ever. I still have to say Trumbull from Matilda.
No, they're terrible, but they're not. Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding
She
me?
assaulted children. She assaulted
Lots of people do, and it's fucked up, and I get it. But this was
What do you mean? You can't just brush that off.
Yes,
Look, Grandpa Charlie was a hunk of trash, pure trash.
All right, we're not thinking about all of the atrocities that Grandpa Charlie committed.
He didn't commit atrocities. He was just failure at life.
He wasn't a failure in life. He made that woman have to take care of him, knowing, first of all, this piece of shit is sitting in a bed for 20 years. And he made that woman take care of him and go to work every day and having to do it and not just take care of all of them, because they didn't all get up when they got the golden ticket, but that piece of shit did. And Charlie got the golden ticket. And what did that piece of shit sing? I got a golden ticket. You know what? He is but Jenny, man, Jenny was a tough one.
Look, he's trash. Jenny, I have a lot more leniency towards.
Why?
Because I've lived life too. She was abused. She was put through shit. She was damaged, harmed, and is fucked in the head. Forrest was someone who was supportive and there for her, and she wanted to be with the guy who was supportive and there for her, but at the same token, she didn't want anything relating to her childhood because she had a fucked up childhood. So yes, you're going to battle against and have conflict there.
Well,
so I disagree with a hate on Jenny.
I don't know that I disagree, but I need to put a stop to something real quick. First off, any vampire from Twilight is not the worst character in history.
There's 3.
No, but they're not a part of this because they are what they were, and lots of little girls loved it. The stepdad from Pet Sematary. Here's the thing. Here's why I have to argue all of these, and I have to argue.
But Liz,
those were villains. Those were villains, and villains being villains are what they are, and that's what we have to accept. Grandpa Joe was this boy's grandfather, most trusted confidant, and it was the one that brought him with him, was supposed to be like a mentor to him. Jenny is the love interest. She's not the villain. And they were still both harmfully terrible characters.
Why?
Why not? How are you? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I can't. My head is going to explode. My head's going to explode on this one. How you can't? I know you're fucking with me. I know you're fucking with me.
Not at all. I made it completely. Totally sincerity.
You're son of a bitch. You're fucking with me. I'm just kidding.
Look, no, I'm going to tell you though, right now, Jenny absolutely does not deserve the hate.
She absolutely does. I disagree.
The longer I live, and the fact that I didn't live in that time period, and seeing someone whose childhood was that jacked up, who went through potentially being assaulted by her dad, because I'm pretty sure we all know she was assaulted by her dad.
Yeah.
Hence why she got all fucked up in the head and was struggled the way she did. I cannot look at her in good conscience and say she was a fucking piece of shit. I can't do it anymore. I have in the past. I have fought your point. And brother, I see it and I have seen it. But now after the more I have lived, I understand there's a lot more going on. Grandpa Charlie is just garbage. That guy is so vile and useless and wasteful and just trash, man. I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm probably going to lean more towards to Grandpa Joe too, because he sucks at
Grandpa Joe, whatever. He's just he's trash. How about that? Let's just call him trash. Yeah, whatever.
He was Grandpa Trash. All the grandparents were terrible, but he was the worst because
the other grandpa
jumped right out of that bed.
I'm pretty sure the other grandpa they mentioned worked in a coal mine, so it made sense that he was kind of fucked.
Yeah.
So that one I was a little more forgiving. That guy,
he was a little one.
Yeah, he was frail.
Grandpa Joe was like strong.
Grandpa Joe was like fucking 42 back in those days. It was like, I can't do anything, Charlie.
They do. You see, that's the sad part. Is like you look at all those grandparents, and like today, by today's standards, they were in their 80s, the way they looked. But by those standards of the 70s, they were probably 24 years old.
Yeah, no, legit. That's the whole thing. He was back in those days. If we're going back by that timeline, dude was probably 50 tops.
When I was born, my father was 32. Right, my mother was 22. My father was 32. Mm-hmm. I look at pictures of him when I was a baby, and he's holding me, and that man looks like what I imagine a 55-year-old man looks like. So there were some road miles back then, man. Like, you really went through some shit.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, also back in those days, everyone was breathing all the fossil fuels and lead. Lots of lead.
Cigarette smoke and everything else.
Cigarettes were everywhere because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's true. Well, but here, I got to go back to Jenny real quick. So Jenny is a sympathetic villain, in my opinion.
She has more understandable reasoning for becoming who she became and acting the way she did.
Here's where Jenny takes the turn for me.
Yeah.
So Jenny, now the reason I never minded that she just kept leaving Forrest and was like, I'm off my own, because nothing is suspected of women. Nothing should ever be expected of women, and women don't have to be with a man because they profess their love or anything, right? But they don't teach you that when you're a young man. Like in the movies, it's like, keep being creepy, keep pushing, keep doing grand gestures.
See, and that's the fucked up part, is you and I have discussed that before. We grew up on that, so we have learned. We learned the burn, bro.
I've learned, and I've done it, and I apologize to all those women. Like, that's so fucked up. No woman, and if they don't want to be with you, you respect that, and that's what I teach my boys.
Exactly. No means no in all senses in every direction.
Now, you're saying that I'm saying that about, like, so if a woman says that and she doesn't want to be with you, you got to learn to respect that. No means no right off the bat. Take the rejection, walk away.
And just carry on. Go somewhere else because...
Well, let me get to my point. Because I know that now. I know that. And I'm an able-bodied, good, mindful person. Forrest Gump, on the other hand, not so much. And Jenny rejected his advances. And you know what? That's completely fine. And I respect that. But then she came rolling in when she needed a place to stay. And she should have never slept with Forrest. And she did. And that's where it gets messed up. Because now this dude has an AIDS baby with this woman who just up and was like, all right, I'm out. I got a disease. I'm going to die. Yep, I win. Casey knows it. He sees it. That's where the villain turn starts. Not that she kept rejecting his advances. After all that rejection, she went and she got his hopes up, slept with the man, and then, it's messed up.
I cannot, at that time, if we're talking about the 1970s, in good conscience, put that on her. I can't do it.
That was more like the 90s.
I can't do it. No, it wasn't. No, sir. He was in Alabama in the 50s because of Paul Bear Bryant. So, no, sir. 62. That was done, buddy.
No,
and then they went to the Vietnam War. He was in 67 or 68 because wasn't it Nixon who asked to see his? That was LBJ who asked to see his butt, wasn't it? Yeah.
No. Because he got shot in the butt. Yeah, no. And LBJ goes,
it was LBJ. It says, I'd like to see that. Yeah.
So it's in the 60s.
Yeah. So we're still in the 60s.
This has to be 80s. It has to be 80s.
Early as shit 80s, man. Early. It's got to be 1980. You know what I'm saying?
He starts running in the early 80s, which is right after the time he sleeps during.
See, I thought that was in the 70s, bro. I thought that was more like 78, 77, 78, because he was out of the war. He was just trying to figure his shit out. They hadn't invested in Apple yet.
He did ping pong in all that time.
Oh, that's right. So what year were that? Did he go in 1980 or did he go in 76?
I don't know.
Once we know what the Olympics were, we will have the answer. In the meantime, Liz talking about Svitna, this son of a bitch from Anna Karenina.
I've never seen that movie.
That was one of the most brutal sons of bitches. Anna
But
Karenina.
he's a villain. It's not the same thing.
No. And that was wrong. Anna Karenina is the one who's like, I'm married to this guy. I have a child with this guy. And I want to go make love to this guy. And then when he goes off and dies in war, she goes, oops, I messed up. I'm going to go back to this guy. Leo Tolstoy wrote a delightful story of how manipulative and truly dire women can be.
He dumps her
I don't
so
know,
hard,
man.
I was like, oh my.
He dumped her hard, but then he died. So it's different.
Yeah, that's fair. It was an affair, but I didn't expect him to leave her like that. To go to war?
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
did he get drafted though?
It's not as bad
as
I don't know. I gotta say, man, honestly, if we really want to talk about fucked up, I think honestly, probably one of the worst. Now that we're doing the Anna Karenina and I realize I'm mixing my stories up, Dr. Zhivago was the worst.
Really?
That son of a bitch was a villain.
Yeah, he was a bad guy, but
he was a bad guy, worse than Jenny, because Jenny didn't have another guy holding on the other side. She only had death looming over her. It was only death.
Kenny Varnu just texted me. I guess he's watching the show. And he goes, she died of hepatitis. He's correcting me on why Jenny died.
See?
Hey,
not necessarily something you could pass on to somebody else like that, right?
That's okay. But I don't care about the passing on. I didn't even care. Yeah, I mean, wait, that's fucked up. All right, I take it back. It is fucked up. But all right, there's a lot of layers with Jenny.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I got to say, Jenny was all in all, was way not as far wrong as any character from a Russian novel. And I feel like this conversation should carry on and move on to the next point when we watch all the movies on Russian novels. Can we watch all the movies based on Russian novels?
I will never do that.
You'll never come on, bro. You don't want to watch War and Peace, Crime and Punishment, fucking Dr. Zhivago.
I haven't seen Anna Karenina
and Anna Karenina.
I mean, there's a lot of Ninas in that.
Boy, she was awesome, man. I really have to say it was one of Keira Knightley's best roles. I loved it. It's right up there with The Jacket. And you know how much I love The Jacket.
Dude, I saw a Gen Zer post the other day that you know who looks alike is Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley, and I'm like, yeah, you fucking idiot, because Keira Knightley was in Star Wars with her, playing her double.
Oh God, it's happening.
We reached the point where people are comparing them. Don't even know what Keira Knightley's first movie was.
No idea
or why.
Yeah. Oh, nightmare humans. They're just nightmare humans. That's what it is.
No, they're young. Here's the thing. Here's what I take away from it. The younger generation is just learning the shit that we now know that we learned at a young age about movies.
Yeah,
and shit.
Of course.
You know, and when they point it out, I'm like, yeah, you fucking idiot. I knew that.
That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to mock the young and tell them how stupid they are and try to make them stronger and smarter.
If there's one thing I've learned is that the young are going to rule the earth one day, especially after the Civil War. When the Civil War ends, because all of the good stuff people run away because drones start attacking.
They won't know how to stop them. That's the joy. They're just
it's too high. My poking.
They barely know how to fucking read or to make their own opinions. It'll be fine. They have to be told everything anyway. It's cool.
They give up and they just go to tip cows.
Exactly.
Listen, we'll never know how to win until George R.R. Martin writes the last
Stops
book.
being from Jersey.
He'll never stop being from Jersey.
Well, then we're all fucked.
You can stop being in Jersey. I'm going to make a whole list for the next episode of people who are famous people who are from New Jersey.
It's only going to hurt my soul, so that's totally fine.
Everybody. You know Jack Nicholson's from New Jersey.
Okay. Guys, this has been great. Unfortunately, I'm down in Atlanta, and it looks like I have to get going.
Well, let's finish off strong. Guys, make sure to check out the Scene Snobs Podcast every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. As you guys know, I want to thank our patrons, Tim Forbes, Paul Dunn, Stacy Peters, Matt Branch, Aaron Sturdivant, Chris Sales,
Dan Gowell, John Burhop, Ron Lippett, Jason Taylor, AJ Zyla, Dale Andrews, and Chris Harris. You can join at the patreon.com/the Scene Snobs.
There's one more because wait, there's one more because he joined today, and I haven't had a chance to make the card because it was coming too close to the show. But thank you also, John Wass.
John Wass, woo! We love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much. It means so much that y'all want to spend a little bit of time with us. It means the world that you want to drop some loot for us. So it's incredible. We appreciate it. And thank you all so much.
We appreciate that. Yeah. And if you guys want to join or you're interested, go join up on patreon.com/the Scene Snobs. You can also join our Discord, Snobs Nation Discord. It is open. We're having great conversations, great moderators taking care of everything, and just great people in the nation. So join up. We're having a fun time over there. Make sure to give a like to this video, and please, if you like the channel, subscribe on YouTube. We have great shows like the Scene Snobs Podcast, Geek Fest Live, Real Combat, Plot Roast, Scene Snobs Reviews, and a lot more. If you guys are interested,
and then we have merch. We have lots of merch. If you want to rep your favorite Scene Snobs, check us out at the merch store. If you're a fan of mugs, pint glasses, shirts that have all of our fancy taglines and some of our coolest sayings, please check us out. And please, all the proceeds definitely go to us. So we always appreciate it. Thank you.
That's pretty funny. Guys, you got to follow us on social media. We have all different stuff going on. It's at the Scene Snobs pretty much everywhere except for TikTok, which is at the Scene Snob. I am going to get Casey stuff up there too, so you can start following him. So yeah, guys, go follow, and yeah, we have fun stuff going on. Comment along with us and have a good time. And Casey, take it away, my friend.
We appreciate it as always, and thank you so much for spending an hour with us tonight. And hopefully we gave you a little bit of something to smile about, maybe forget about the craziness going on in your lives, and just gave you a little bit of a reprieve from all the nuttiness that is happening in the world. So we appreciate you, and as always, we are so grateful. Thank you so much, and remember to please stay kind to yourself and stay kind to each other. We appreciate you.
All right, everybody. Can't say it better myself, so I won't. Stay tuned and stay geeky.